Thanks for today. I'll see you next time.
次は来週の金曜日な。よろしく頼む。
Goodbye. I worked around 6 hours total today, and my shift began at 6 in the morning. This time around I helped with an office move, and since we had quite a lot of people working, tasks got divided up between all of us. That made the job a lot easier than I'd thought it would be. Alright, I've got some time on my hands now. I texted Himari a while ago, so she should be...
お疲れ様。はい、ジュース。
Oh, Himari, you were pretty fast.
今日はお母さんと駅前まで買い物に出てたから。それよりここからずっと見てたよ。仕事してる時の顔、すっごくかっこよかった。
Stop that! You were seriously watching?
30分くらいかな。すっごく大きな机運んでたね。
Yeah, and I did some business lockers after that. Luckily though, they had the AC blowing in there, so it turned out to be a heck of a lot easier than I expected initially coming in. It was 6 hours worth of work. We had a 20-minute break in between, so I earned 7,500 yen for this job today. Quite a fine haul, I must say. Office movings like today are easy work. They had a bunch of staff helping too. You saw them, right?
おじさんも若い人もいっぱいいたね。
There's a whole lot of stuff you have to move during these, so you wanna get a whole bunch of people together so you can get it over with all in one day. Generally, the employees and such are the ones who carry all the heavy machinery, so for me, it's pretty easy.
でも本当にすごいと思ったよ。大きなホワイトボード持って裏の階段すっごい速さで降りていったでしょ。私だったら重くて持てないし、それに多分そんな真似したら絶対転ぶ自信あるし。
Oh, you watched me from the alleyway in the back too?
どこにいるのかなって移動してる時もずっと追いかけてた。
Haha, my girlfriend sure has a lot of time on her hands. But yeah, I guess that explains why I felt like someone was watching me at some point. My legs are a bit tired, so I sit down on the edge of a nearby flower bed. The pedestrian traffic on the street is just as heavy as usual, and today I see a lot more families than couples.
私もアルバイトしたいな。何事も経験しないと成長できないんだから、一度くらいやらせてくれてもいいと思うんだけど。
Haha, you think Yoko-san would ever let you? You want a job? Are you out of your mind, girl? You'll just make more work for those poor people. I imagine she'd say something like that.
否定できない。というか、一字一句完璧に同じこと言いそう。私のお母さん。
I take a sip of the drink Himari gave me. This town, this main street here included, really has changed a lot over the last few years. Nowadays it's known as this big shopping pop and a hot date spot. But once upon a time all that used to be here was just the river and a big sports ground.
ねえ、本当に私にもできるアルバイトってないかな？
If you're serious, I could show you a few places.
私さっきみたいな仕事は無理だよ。本当に階段から落ちちゃいそうだし。
Haha, I wasn't talking about jobs like mine. But yeah, physical labor is usually man's kind of work, so with you we need something that fits your own abilities and personality a little better.
それがありそうなんだけど。
Let's see. If we take the shopping mall for example, I know that the general store there is hiring.
雑貨屋か。
Yeah, I'm pretty good friends with the manager there. He's serious when it comes to his work, so he'll probably work you to the bone, but he's a pretty nice guy.
雑貨屋でこき使われるってあんまり想像できないんだけど。
Oh ho ho! If the stock and store selection is large enough, that work is anything but easy. And if you also include the stationery they sell, you have a ton of smaller articles, making it very cumbersome to manage. It's also pretty nerve-wracking as well, because if stock and sales don't add up, you get told off nice and good, no matter how cheap the items are.
そうだ、映画館とかアルバイト募集してないかな。
Forget about that. I don't think you have it in you to become an actress.
誰も女優なんて言ってないでしょ。映画館のスタッフだよ。スタッフ。掃除係でもいいんだけどな。なんだかちょっと面白そうだし。
Something like working the merchandise corner might be a good fit for you. I mean, knowing the movie Not You Are, you would probably be able to answer any questions someone coming over there might have.
もちろん。そう言いたいところだけど、趣味と仕事って混ぜてもしっかりできるのかな。
As she says that, Himari instantly stares at the movie theater off in the distance. But anyway, it feels kinda weird that Himari is showing so much interest in getting a job. But why do you want a job in the first place? Running out of money?
なんでわかるの？
Well, you wouldn't normally start talking about jobs. Knowing her, I bet most of her money goes towards her hobbies. And I can safely assume that she's spending more money on average now that we are dating. If she wants to do all the things she wants with just the allowance she's getting, she'll probably need to economize a lot. Ah! Where did that come from? I reek of sweat right now, so you don't want to cling on to me.
いいの。彼氏の汗なら全然嫌じゃない。
Color me surprised. Didn't know my girlfriend had a sweat fetish.
違うけど、でもなんとなくわからない？そういうの。
Yeah, I do. I mean, as long as they're secretions from your body, I love them all.
ちょっと、こんなところで変なこと言うのやめてよ。
Huh? I was only talking about sweat? Oh, just what could you have possibly thought I was talking about?
意地悪。もう知らない。
With that, she turns away from me in a huff. Yeah, Himari just really is the best. In terms of facial expression rankings, I think her huffy face might just come in second right after her smile. Come on, stop pouting so we can go eat. You are hungry, aren't you?
ホタテ。あと明太子が食べたい。
What the hell is with these old-timer foods?
もう真面目にアルバイト探すのやめる。彼氏の性格が悪いから。
Hey, what did I do to deserve that? Your secretions have nothing to do with your job searching.
だからその表現やめてよ。
Ahaha! My girlfriend remains innocent as ever, even after having had sex. I always bring up these dirty jokes and topics because I want to see this reaction of hers.
私ね、自分でアルバイトして、それでお金貯めたら、旅行に行きたいの。
Interesting. A trip, huh? Where to? And who with?
もう、彼氏と一緒に行くに決まってるでしょ。私一度ヨーロッパに行ってみたいの。ドイツのローテンブルクって知ってる？建物も街の通りもすっごくデザインが可愛くて、映画見るときいつもそんな場所を好きな人と一度歩いてみたいなってずっと考えてたの。でもまさか自分にいきなり彼氏ができるなんてその時は思ってもみなかったけど。
Before we started dating, Himari always prioritized her own world, or should I just say, simply her hobbies. So yeah, it honestly surprises me a bit to hear that she had dreams like that pertaining to romance. She usually keeps stuff like that from me, saying it's too embarrassing and whatnot, but yeah, as her boyfriend I really want to make that dream come true someday. Alright, let's go to Germany, to that Roten something town.
もうローテンブルクだってば。
Oh! A bite from Himari. It's really been a while. Man, that really takes me back. I really kinda like her bites. That's a way of expressing love, right? Then I guess that means I can bite you too, right? It's an expression of love.
ダメ、絶対エッチなことしそうだから。
You gotta trust your boyfriend a little.
彼氏からの愛情はキスが最もわかりやすくて安心します。
So, is it then alright for me to kiss you right here and now?
少しなら
Having earned her permission, I waste no time and get right to it. Himari. Damn, openly kissing in broad daylight? I'm really living a good life.
何その感想もう少しはキスの余韻に浸ったりしたら
Well, yeah, I can vividly see you calling me gross if I did that.
ついにこの時がやってきたのね
Huh?
ひまり何よ付き合うことになったんならちゃんと私に報告しなさいよねはいお母さん
What? She definitely saw us kiss. Oh, wait, shit! Himari and I were about to go do stuff, so a turn of events like this only spells bad news. Really bad news.
二人ともいつから付き合い始めたのこれは今すぐ根掘り葉掘り聞きたいところね最悪バレるの早すぎだよ
Nyeh, no use crying over spilled milk. She knows already, so let's just give up and tell her everything.
さ二人ともお昼まだでしょうちに来て一緒に食べちゃいなさい
As a result, I'm taken away to Himari's house. Yoko-san's eyes were sparkling the whole way there, in a very evident contrast to Himari's, which looked like those of a dead fish.
はいお待たせ皆原陽子特製愛情たっぷりチャーハンよ熱いから気をつけて食べてね
Thank you.
それで一体いつから付き合ってるの告白したのはどっちお母さん赤いたちのことは別に相談していいだよ
Himari, either talk or eat, not both.
まったくこの子ってば一応これでもね私はあんたのこと心配してたんだからね心配って娘の恋愛にいちいち心配されてもこっちは反応に困るんですけど
My mom says similar stuff to me fairly often too, so I know all too well how Himari feels right now. Your love life is yours alone to make or break, so you really find yourself stunned when someone else worries about that.
でも本当にびっくりだわうちの子もなかなかやるわねそれでどっちから先に告白したのひまりそれともあなた
It was Himari.
ちょっと変な嘘つかないでよ告白はそっちがはいいちいちこんなことで赤くならないの最近どうもおかしいと思ってたのよね出かけてくるとか言って何の相談もなしに友達の家に泊まるとか言ってきたりこの間旅行に行った時だってあんたずっと携帯ばっかり気にしてたから
She was?
そうなのよ私が何を話しても旅行中はずっと上の空でいいでしょ別に彼氏ができたら私だって普通にそうなりますそれでひまりそちらのお宅に泊まったのだったらごめんなさいうちの子すんごくわがままだったでしょ
Oh yeah, absolutely. But that's exactly what makes her so adorable beyond belief.
なんか喜んでいいのか怒っていいのか複雑な気分
Himari then proceeds to eat her fried rice in silence. Looks like she's resigned herself to her fate now that Yoko-san found out.
最近あんた外へ行くときはちゃんとおしゃれしていくものね今思えばその時気づかなかった私もどうかしていたわ
Yoko-san then continues to question us about quite literally everything in regard to how far we've come with our relationship and how things were between us before we started to date. I chronologically explain everything to her while skillfully maneuvering my way around dangerous turns to avoid touching upon anything sexual.
うちの子が本当に学校ではベタベタ甘えてるの？
Yeah, it's quite crazy.
そんなことないもん。
It's to the point where this girl who used to sit next to me, Hiragi, couldn't take it anymore and switched seats with Himari.
あんたね、よその子にあまり迷惑をかけるんじゃないの。彼氏も友達もしっかり大事にするのが皆原家の家訓なんだからね。そんな家訓があるなんて初めて聞いたんですけど。
I don't get to eat it often, so I heartily munch away at the fried rice too. Oh, it's good. Yoko-san uses more onions than my mom, and the rice is perfectly fried in a way that doesn't get it sticky.
ごちそうさまでした。ほら行こう。ここにいるといつまでもお母さんの質問攻めにあっちゃう。あらこの子ってば、母親の前で彼を部屋に連れ込むなんていい度胸してるじゃない。変な意味に捉えないでよ。いいのよ、私は別に。なんだったら今から空気を読んで外に出かけてあげましょうか。その方があなたたちもゆっくりできるでしょ。
Oh, great idea! I love to take her up on that.
余計なお世話です。お母さんも普通にしてて。私に恋人ができたからって変に気を使われるとこっちが困るから。はいはい。それじゃあ後でお菓子用意するから、またお腹減ったら出てきなさい。
Hangry?
はーい。
Oh, thank you for the lunch. By the way, it was really good.
はい、お粗末様でした。お母さんってば、この手の話になるとすぐに大はしゃぎするんだから。
Haha, but hey, isn't that good for us? I'd rather she be like that than oppose our relationship.
それはそうなんだけど。
Hi guys, you doing good? I greet Himari's hamsters. Huh? They seem rather spiritless. Weren't hamsters nocturnal? Yeah?
くっついてもいい？
Nope.
いいもん。もう一人でふて寝するから、ハムちゃんずっとイチャイチャしてれば。
Haha, I was just kidding. Come on, Himari. Come over here. Himari latches herself onto me from the front. She then proceeds to stare at me intently. I'm guessing she's been wanting to cuddle this whole time since we met outside. Why are you grinning at me?
嬉しいからニコニコしてるの。悪い？
Haha, this side of you really is adorable as heck. I then poke Himari's squishy cheeks over and over. Her cheeks have always been soft and comfortable when you poke them. Well, the reason I ask is, back when we were kids, I always knew to get scared whenever you had a big grin on your face.
なんで？
You were up to no good every time. For instance, what is it?
問題です。私の右手と左手、どっちにカマキリが入っているでしょうか？
What? Hey, don't hold it so tight. You're gonna squash it.
制限時間は10秒です。
Don't give me that. Hurry up and release the poor thing.
私絶対にそんなことしてないよ。
Oh, you did. You totally did. Apart from that, I remember that one time when we were playing hide and seek in the park. Hey, why did you follow me?
鬼から守ってあげようと思って。
That doesn't even make sense. If you're here too, they'll come here right away. Go somewhere else.
大丈 この水風船爆弾があるから鬼が来てもイチコロだよ。
In what world do you fight the person in hide and seek? That's so against the rules.
そんなに慌てなくても大丈夫だよ。私がちゃんと守ってあげるから。
No, you won't. I'm always the one who has to protect you. In retrospect, you stuck to me like glue even way back then. One time, you even followed me to the bathroom.
嘘だよ。さすがにそれはないよ。
True, I did make it up. So, you and I were basically together all the time cause of that, and that's why all the other boys would make fun of me. They tease me and ask stuff like, when are you two gonna marry? Have you kissed? And so on. Though oddly enough, all these years down the road, we're actually a couple now. Life really is unpredictable.
今も私がくっついてたら迷惑？
Huh? Haha, of course not. I wouldn't be here with you right now if it did. I embrace Himari lightly. Heck, at this point I start feeling restless if I don't have you right nearby. Like at night, I always reread the last text I received from you before I get to sleep.
それは嬉しいけど、ちょっと人には知られたくないくらい恥ずかしいね。
Well, that's just how much I need you. I'm just crazy for you, I guess.
嬉しいな。そう言ってもらえて。
We kiss for the time. The fact that we are able to spend so much of our lives together each and every day. It filled me a quite very belated urge to thank God for these everyday joys.